As rescue operations continue at the collapsed building site in Huruma, others are running away from what they fear is another disaster waiting to happen. But others can't leave just yet.
Sasa mimi nimeolewa na kijana mwenye anaishi hapa. Azini huku ni kwao. Sasa unajua lazima pia nimconvince ndio tuhame.
Their high-rise homes are hanging dangerously by the river. They live in condemned houses. Cracks are visible and molds have formed on the soggy walls. These are the sick houses hosting this sea of humanity. But for each of the families that live here, it's a delicate balance between the rent they can afford and something they have no control over. Here in Zimmerman Estate, these housing units built along a riverbed range between 2,500 and 4,000 shillings. The cheapest, we were told, are those that are most uncomfortable and certainly most dangerous. Tenants say the houses were marked for demolition but were never brought down. A stone's throw away from the collapsed building in Huruma, frantic evacuation of people living in basements has begun.
This is about innocent life that the government has failed to secure by putting in place a system of impunity to ensure that people who do not follow procedure or are able to circumvent procedure, getting licenses that do not meet the required standard for construction, continue to live and continue to get court protection. The
Nairobi County government is aware that over 2,000 houses have been built on riparian areas. To enter this building, you have to drive over the bridge. Now, it is such infrastructural developments that are choking the city's wetlands. What is of serious concern is how such buildings are constructed from beginning to end with the full knowledge of the authorities. Out of the 246 buildings that were condemned, only 3 have been demolished. Others have fallen by themselves.
The issue of illegal structures is as old as Nairobi itself. 3 things affect issues of illegal buildings. One is graft and corruption.
Elected county government officials blame the mess on political interference and the judiciary.
Now I want to ask the judiciary also to understand that some of these are the merchants of death who own these buildings. They rush to court, they get court orders.
Even then, many still blame the county government for the mess in the construction sector.
Can Nairobi do what it is required to do with the little money it's getting? The answer is no. It doesn't matter which governor they bring. I was in hospital, I met Martin Owino. He was in ICU yesterday, and all he could do, with the minute he opened his eyes, he told me, Kidero, I'm going to die, but please look after my children. Please look after my children. Is that somebody to play politics with? No.
Sylvie Chebet, Sunday Live.